Namaskaram. Welcome to a journey into Carnatic music. One of the greatest aspects of Indian music is that imagination, manodharma, play a very, very important part. In fact, a Carnatic music concert consists of, on one hand, the compositions that we learn from our gurus, the kritis, which itself is a big treasure chest, and in addition you have full reign, you can give full reign to your imagination by raga, alapana, neraval, Kalpana Swara, amongst other things. Kalpana Swara. This is the aspect of imagination which for a great part involves the tala, which does not involve lyrics, but yet it is the artistry of the musician to be able to deliver the bhava of the raga in the framework of the Kalpana Swara. So I thought today, instead of teaching a song, we will do a little bit about what exactly Kalpana Swara is all about. Many people I know have told me that they are very apprehensive of singing swaras, though they are very comfortable with raga alapana. When I was trying to do some introspection on this, I realized that Kalpana Swara is something like a ball being bowled to the cricketer. He can hit a 6, a 4, or just an ordinary shot, or he can get out. Now, how on earth does a Kalpana Swara make somebody susceptible to be getting out? The answer to this question is that there is a certain rule, fundamental rule of Kalpana Swara, which rules that the end of each swara sequence should fall in place and enable continuation into the song at which, the line of the song at which Kalpana Swara is being sung or played. Now, more to illustrate this, let me take a song. I'm taking something very easy. Let me take Shri Parthasarathi, Na Palitosmyaham Sada, in Shuddha Danyasi, Rupakatalam, in the Samayedippu. Shuddha Danyasi is Saga Ma Pa Ni Sa Sa Ni Pa Ma Ga Sa. So you've got 5, Saga Ma Pa Ni, Sa Ni Pa Ma Ga, 5. And being a Rupakatala song, it is the Rupakatala, as you all know, goes this way: 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And let us say we are going to do Kalpana Swara at the Pallavi line, which is Shri Parthasarathina Palitosmyaham Sada. So, number one rule of Swara is that the landing point should be such that you fall into the first line easily. Now, how do you fall into the first line easily, is by ensuring that the last Swara of the Kalpana Swara fits in perfectly with the first Swara of the line. So, when we sing Shri Partha, so Shri is Pani Pani. So if you were to move into Pa, the last Swara would necessarily be Ma. Sometimes it can also be the Swara above that, which is Ni. But here I would say it is far more comfortable to finish with Ma and maybe an occasional Ni. We'll see how it goes as we do it. So rule number 1, Ma Shri Partha. So last note. Second is, how do we finish it? We could do something at random, but rather than that, you can have a set or a group that ensures a safe landing. And traditionally, a group of 5 is the chosen landing. So if you want to start, or rather you want to finish with Ma and have a group of 5, it would be Pasani Pama would be ideal. Now how do you do 5? Let us remember that each beat has 4 sub-beats. Takkadimi, takkadimi, takkadimi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is for Rupagatala. Now if you were going to do a clump of 5 swaras, you would necessarily have to take 1 beat from the previous tala plus 4 from the 1 from the previous beat and then 4 for the last beat. So if I was going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, the Pasani Pama would come here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pasani Pama Shri. Pasani Pama. Oh, I went far away from the Shruti. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pasani Pama Shri. Sani Pama, last Vicha as we call it, and Pa which juts out into the previous Tala. So to give you a few examples, Shri Partha Sar, Pasani Pama Shri Partha Sar. Magazagama, you could sing Magazagama, that's also 5 Magazagama. Now you couldn't sing an unending flow of swaras with just 5. You have an elaboration. So let us take single avartanas. Shri Pan Kamagagaza Magazagamashi. So you have something. Pani Zagaza Pasani Pamashi. Magaza Sani Pamagazagamashi. Well, I took that at a quarter beat. So to put it in a nutshell, singing swara is all about landing in the right place, and to do that we have to have a good idea of where the landing point is. And a group of 5 is common, but of course as we get more and more familiar with the art of Swara Kalpana, you can do all kinds of other combinations. And I also told you that Sagazan, Nishi, all these, Ni is also a landing point, though not too aesthetic in this ragam. Maybe once or twice with a very aesthetic flourish before that, it would be an excellent landing point. So where does the artistry come in? This is the technique. When I say technique, I mean that the landing point has to be correct, and you have the 5 notes just as an example, maybe as a starter. But the artistry comes not in just performing tricks with swaras, but getting the aesthetics of this raga beautifully in the framework of swara. So if you look at Shuddha Danyasi, now you're not going to be able to sing many of these things in swara, but when you sing the swara rendition, when you pronounce the swaras, it should be as aesthetic as it could possibly be to highlight the beauty of the raga. So let me try a few, and I hope you find them aesthetic too. Shri Partha Pani Zaga Niza Pani Zaga Niza Nipa Magazaga Mashi Magaza Pa Magaza Magazaga Mashi. So you have a kind of adding on Magaza Pa Magaza Nesaga Mashi. Here I only took 4. Pa 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 ma pa ni ni pa pa ma maga ma pa pa magaza sagama shi. Here I took only 3 sagama. To do sagama, you would have to take leave one subbeat and then start at the quarter. Sagamashi. You know what I mean? I hope I am making myself clear. This is not even a drop, I would say this is just a molecule of insight into Swara Kalpana. You have so many things. You have got Kanaka, you've got mathematics, you have a dazzling array of mathematics, you have types of swaras even without mathematics, you have Swarvalaghu swaras, which is a continuous, unstopping flow of notes, which seemingly is easy, but it could be deceptively so. And then you also have the long, very, let me say, the so-called super build-up, which normally marks the final swara. I will just do that and wind up with this. We will do more of this in the future episodes. And before I finish, I would also like to say that the choice of the landing point should be very carefully done. The meaning should be correct, and it is best not to break it, as I confess I have done on a couple of occasions, even in this video. Partha is okay because it's a meaning. Partha sa is really not advocated. Anyway, ma ga sa ga ma ga sa ga pa ma ga ma pa ga ma ga sa ma ga sa pa ma ga sa ni ma pa ma ga sa pa ni sa ga ma ni ma sa ni ma ga ma ba ni ma ga sa ni ga sa ma ni ma sa ni ga ma ba ni sa ga sa pa ni ri za za ni ri za ga za ni za ga za ni za ma ga za ni ga za ta ga ni za pa ni ba za ni ga za ma ga za ni pa ni ri ba ma ga ma ga za ma ga za ni ma ga sa ni ma ga za ma ga za ni ba ma ga za ni ba ni sa ga ma pa ni za ni ba ni za ma ga za ni ba ma ga ma pa ni ma ga za ni za Gazani baba sani bama gama maga gazani gazani bama gazagamashi Partha Swara. I hope you enjoyed this session. Thank you for watching. Namaste.